Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the flight deck. We are here in Vienna, Austria, and today we are flying from here all the way over to England, landing in the London area, this time at Stansted Airport. We'll be flying the 747 freighter, and there's a few of us kicking around, and we will be good to go. So first thing I'm going to do while we're sitting here is something I didn't get to before the start. I'm going to put in our load for today. Not sure if you can do this through the thing yet, but just going to do it here. So block fuel is going to be 28.4. So we'll make sure our fuel is at 28.4 or higher. There we go. We're just over, and our load 64.5. There we go. That's good enough, and we'll just move the center of gravity back a little bit. There we are. Yeah, Minecraft Joe, you just made it for the start. In dark, yeah, multiplayer, everyone's flipping in and out. That happened on the last week when we were flying. I had everyone dropping it out a few times on that run. All right, so we are ready to get the aircraft up and going. So let's hop up on board and get her up from cold and dark. All right, so we're in the cockpit. There's everybody else. Looks like everybody else is running scenery, custom scenery, so they're all floating, but I'm on default for this. So let's pop up top. I think it's that one. We'll get the battery on. Turn on the external power. Standby power switch will go to auto. Hydraulic command pumps will come off. I'll pop down, make sure parking brake lever is on. We'll pop back up, and we'll set the left, right, and center IRSs to align. Alright, so landing gear lever is down and confirmed. Flat position lever is fully retracted and confirmed. Fuel control switches are off. Anti-ice is not required. Oxygen is checked. Emergency exit lights are armed. Altimeters are going to be 1021. I'll grab the current weather. I have a version of Stansted, an older version, not the one that just came out. Altimeter is 1021. You can see winds have kind of picked up slightly in the last little bit, and now 030 at 5 knots. We were planning runway 29. We're going to stick with runway 29 for the departure today. So let's go to 1021 is set and cross-checked. I'll set this one as well. 1021 is set. All right. Now pop down to the FMS. Yeah, it doesn't look like you do. Oh yeah, fuel and payload. What is LOWW to London? Just under 2 hours of flight time. Let's put the fuel in here. 28.4. We'll just set it this way. No, that's not it. 28413. Let's try that again. 28413. There we go. And if we come back here to our payload, we have no passengers since we are cargo. 64.5. Interesting. 6, 4, 500. Not allowed. 6, 4, 5. Huh. That's interesting. So I'm going to go back into my, I'll go FMC. I'm going to go back into here and reset it from here. So fuel 28.4 is fine. Cargo should be 65. That's good enough. I think we'll move that to there. All right. So that's that all set. We are good. So 747-800, everything is good there. Databases are fine. Give the aircraft its position, and now we will request in our route. And by magic, everyone's back. Yeah, well, there you go. All right, we'll load in our route, and then we'll take a look and see how it compares to what I am expecting. And we will activate, execute. Yeah, we're staying live for the whole flight, Nick. It's only 2 hours. Clear that. Let's bring up the legs. So we're going medics, direct last me, and landing. And then we are Rundo, Maypop. It's not doing airways. That's a shame. Direct, Lusor. Oh, maybe it is. That might be a airway point there. Rins. Okay, that is looking good. Can now go in and do our arrival and departure. So departure off on runway 29, and we're doing the AGA to Charlie OTGA to Charlie. We'll execute that. Back to our index, into our arrivals. So the winds currently in Stansted are 230 at 10 knots. And we're going to be using the ILS for runway 22. We're going to be coming in on the Reno 1 Alpha. Reno 1 Alpha. And we are coming in for our transition. I would say at Abbott. And we'll execute that. So come back to our legs. There's our departure. Abbott, and then good. Move that up there. And we'll come up to look at it in the plan mode. Make sure there's no major issues. So we're going to be taking off, making a little bit of a left turn. Let's get the range up. There we go. Coming around, we're going to head off across southern Germany, France, Belgium, and all that stuff. Coming over to England, we've got a discontinuity here. So we'll fix that in a second. I'm going to come up. Actually, we don't want BKY in there. We just want to go from Abbott to CF22. Alright, so let's go that to there. We're going to go back. I'm going to grab that and take it to there. So now if we go to our plan mode, we step down, we'll come up. It is Abbott, and you can see us coming down into the ILS. So that is all good. Now we'll continue on for our performance. Reserve fuel today is going to be, let's get the flight plan, 4.2 tons, or sorry, 4.4 tons. Cruising altitude today, we are going up to a altitude of flight level 360. Cost index will be 90. Thrusts are good, and our takeoff, it will be a flaps 10. Trim positions and our V1, V2, and V, and our rotation speed are set. All right. We are getting close to ready for push. Let me just go over here onto the voice channel. Vienna Terminal, Skyways 5556, radio check.
5
Thank you, sir. All right, so we're up on the radio. So before start, hydraulic demand pumps are now coming on. All 4 of them. Fuel load is set 28.7 tons of fuel. We'll now come up and turn on the pumps. We have no fuel in the center tanks, so the center tanks will stay off. And APU now starting. And we'll make sure our nav lights are on, and we'll get the beacons on for both.
Beam traffic into 322 Foxtrot Supers and Alpha 906. We're going to taxi to point Alpha 1 runway 29er, taxiing via exit 15 and Mike.
Yeah, David, I saw you post that in the Discord. Good luck with that. Ooh, Nick, you're a Silkway. Very nice. At least you're in a cargo livery. There's Dark in his 777, and Kevin's starting his maneuvering over there. APU is up and running. Beacon is on. The doors are all closed, and for completion, passenger signs are on. So APU is on. Our bleeds are on, and we are set for push.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Well aware. There goes Dark. Dark, you joining us on the voice chat today?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I'm in a BA? Well, yeah. At least you're showing up. I will give it credit. You're showing up in a cargo. So that's something. I guess we can throw the tags on.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Since we're in multiplayer. taking a while down here.
Locking gear.
There we go, locking gear. We'll start 3 and 4 at the same time. Once we are ready to push, there we go. We want to go nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push.
Vienna area traffic, skyways 55, 56 on the cargo apron. Push and start, facing south. All right, there was 3 and 4.
Being traffic into 0322 Foxtrot Super, holding position between exit 13 and 12 to ensure wingtip clearance from push traffic.
That's what you get for flying a behemoth into here. Alright, fuel on. Not a bad job trying to get us out to the line here. We are rather big. Here's starter cutout, so
Area traffic,
2 and 3.
forces for heavy pushback and start from stand Bravo 92, straight pushback.
Yeah, the problem, Minecraft Joe, is they're running custom scenery for here, so it alters the ground level. I'm running the default, so it's showing the difference. It's one way you can tell, especially on multiplayer and stuff, if somebody's running custom scenery. Alright, don't put me into the fence. Oh, they did a good job of wiggling it to get me onto the line. Let's see if they stop before the pole. Uh-oh.
Please
Oh.
press parking brakes.
Stop before the pole. Don't have to get these
Waiting
safety
your
inspectors
confirmation
out.
for good engine start.
Yeah, we got good engine start. Thank you.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
All right, so we got a good engine start. So bleeds are coming on for all 4 engines. We got all the main generators are now up and running, so the APU bleeds can come off. The APU will come off. Packs are on. Recall status is checked. Reference speeds are in. We have 124, 138, and 158. Flaps going to position 10.
Locking gear.
Flaps 10 for takeoff. Trim is in the green. Come over here to the flight controls page. It's full left, full right, neutral, full forward,
Track disconnected.
full back,
Bypass
neutral,
pin removed.
full left rudder, full right rudder,
Left
neutral.
is clear. Right is clear.
And auto brakes set to RTO. Window heat is on. We are good for taxi. We're just waiting for them to clear out. Not sure where she's gonna go. Oh, there she is. There goes dark. Kevin should be following along. There's the wave. We are good to go. All right. Vienna area traffic, Skyways 5556, taxiing runway 29 via Alpha 8, Mike, hold short Alpha 1. We'll follow the Antonov. Looks like Nick's gotten cozy with the building over there. Weather should be good for the flight. If you want to join in, all my streams are community flights. Sundays and Wednesdays we're on multiplayer, and Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are on VATSIM. All the information can be found on the Discord. Links are in the description, and I'll also get the bot to throw it up in the chat. You're more welcome to come and get information about what we're flying, when we're flying, and where we're flying. And if you need help, assistance, you can always ask on the Discord. We got lots of knowledgeable people there. They can help you out. And get you the information that you need. There he comes. Gotta get that new cable. I think there's something broken in the one I've got. Cable from my Yoke to the computer, the USB cable. Alright, so we're just going to taxi straight down here now. I'll leave a 2 minutes or 3 minute spacing between us and Kevin. And then we'll be heading right out. So while we're rolling down, we can get the final FMC set up, or the FCP set up. So we're going to want a heading of 291 as our runway heading, which is good. We're going to be going right up to flight level 360 for today's flight. We can dial that in. There we go, 360 is set. So we're back tomorrow flying as we continue our world tour. And on Tuesday we will pick up on our tour of Canada. Wednesday we continue our visit to the US capitals. And Friday we are back in Aurora as we fly to Alaska. After that, I will be gone for about 10 days. I'm heading away again. And the next stream after that will be on the, I think it's the 24th of July when we're back on our world tour again. We'll come down here to Alpha 1 and wait at the hold point. Looks like we have no other traffic on the way in. we go. We'll just hold right here. There we go. Just unplugged my cable there for a second. There goes dark. Oh, look at them rocketing up there.
Super is in position for 2 and look at Jimmy expansion level.
Approach path looks clear. Oh, you're off, Minecraft Joe? Well, if you're back within 2 hours, you'll be in time to see us land. So, there's that. What brand of water do I drink? Tap. Alright, so let's get ready to go since he's going to be going in a second. Vital data is set. Speeds are checked. 124, 138, 158. Packs are on. Cabin crew is notified. Flight directors are on both sides. Auto throttles are set. Do the lights in a second. And FCP is set up. 200, 291, 360 for the altitude. I keep forgetting Kevin's got this huge thing where he's got to wind the gerbils up in each of the engines before he goes. There he goes. Vienna traffic, skyways 55, 56, take position runway 29. Alright, engines up. Let's roll out. We'll get our lights on. Turn off lights are on, strobes are on. Kevin climbing out. I think he just vanished on me though. Alright, let's get her around the corner. So we'll give him 2 minutes to allow for separation. There he goes. A little off the center line.
The traffic at 322 Foxtrot is through 1,400 on the mid-X1 journey.
Alright, there we go. And we will again give him about 2 minutes to allow for that spacing. Get another big aircraft there. Pretty impressive watching that thing go. We are set up. Slightly off kilter, but we'll settle that on the roll. Nasty cross running around V1. Okay, I'll watch for it. Vienna area traffic skyways 5556 rolling runway 29er Vienna. Alright, brakes are held, engines to 40%.
Speed belt 464 heavy, landing up runway 29.
Brakes released. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's live. $80 knots. V1. Rotate. And we are on our way to London with 64,000 kilograms of bin bags, brooms, dust pans, and assorted like. It's positive rate. Gear up. And Command A LNAV VNAV. There's our turn. We're settling in. Flaps 5. So climb thrust. There's the nose coming down for acceleration. Flaps 1. And there's 232 knots. Flaps retraction. TCAS to 2 or transponder to 2000. Should have done that before, but would have come with clearances, and we're not getting them.
For heavy, rolling runway 29.
All right, so there's the other guys. Turn off the turn-off lights. Coming up for 8,000 feet. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. For VATSIM, there are different sectors. So approach, 10,000 feet, we'll go lights off. Approach can be broken up into different sectors and stuff. So I, S, and P, if they were fully manned with every position manned, they would be different approach sectors. Usually though, it's just one person doing them all. Especially in approach. You'll find it in centers as well. Sometimes the centers get split north-south or east-west or even more. But yeah, they're just defining different different sectors of the approach area that the approach would cover. Same as you can have multiple control towers at an airport. There might be a north tower and a south tower depending on runway assignments. Even on ground, you get north ground, south ground to control movements and stuff like that. Just watch the capitals, David, or the bot will get you. Okay, so we are climbing through. We're accelerated up to our high altitude acceleration, and we are starting out on our course to the northwest. So since we're through 10,000 feet, give me a second. I'll turn on a little bit of tunes in the background so that we have that going. All right, there she is. So obviously we're stuck in the cockpit here, so there's no in-flight entertainment for today. So we'll just have the music going, enjoy the views out the front, all that kind of stuff.
Beam traffic and Super 32 Foxtrot Super is currently overhead medics. We are flight level 200. We're going to be continuing climb to flight level 320. Speed Mach is 78.
So it looks like we're going to be going higher than Kevin. Come down here, just put us over the legs. There we go. So interesting news coming out of Aerosoft with Mathis leaving. I wonder if that's going to affect the A330. Here the new the Fokker, is it the 28? Has been getting some good reviews. And Kevin, you'll be interested. The I don't know if you saw it, the Airplane Heaven update on the Lancaster. It's like all the modeling is almost done, and they're just starting to work on some of the under the hood stuff, or finish off some of the under the hood stuff. So it's looking good. No idea when it'll come out, but it's starting to look good. Almost at Otgar, and then it's just a short hop to medics as well. Yeah, it's starting to become too many airplanes. If the A330 gets a really good review, I'll probably grab that, and I think that'll probably be completing my aircraft set for a while. With the let's go over to standard pressure here. With the 320, the 737. You know, if I want to do short haul, I got the 146. You know, all that stuff there. Vienna Air Traffic, Skyways 5556, overhead, medics, flight level 260, climbing flight level 360. Last call for Vienna. 13 here. There we go. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But rumors of an air, but well, it won't be the 350. We know that. Somebody making a 318. It won't be the 380. It won't be the 350. The only one I can think of that I know of would be the 330. They did say they wanted to do a summer release. Not. Is it a different one than the one we've been seeing all the like that update that just came out a little while ago? Was it? It's not that one, is it? Yeah, Kevin, I agree. I think I'm a glass cockpit stuff. I'm still gonna get the C160 as we talked about. Because I think doing some of the series with prop airplanes coming up, like I've got planned, is gonna be interesting. I think we'll keep one jet going. But
We've had 464 heavy overhead medics, flight level 270, climb to flight level 320, last call Vienna.
But yeah, the prop planes are kind of fun. It'll be fun flying them on VATSIM too. A little bit of a challenge. It'll be interesting to see if they do release a 350 next week. The Vulcan or B-52, God. I mean, what would you do with those? I mean, they'd be cool for a couple flights. Same with the honestly, the Lancaster. They'd be cool for a couple flights, but how often would you actually be flying them? I think the next few series that we 19 April, yeah, can't wait. The next few series that we do will be interesting, different parts of the world, so we'll get in a little bit more varied landscape than what we're used to. Cruise level coming up, 360. We're going to be cruising at Mach 8.4. There we go. Leveling off now. Now, let's see if this is going to behave today. You haven't been wanting to the last few flights. It's not too bad. Alright, so while we cruise along here, let's set ourselves up with a nice view out the front window. I'll leave you with this. I'm gonna go just grab something for breakfast, and I will be back in a few minutes. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Doing breakfast, and I had to get the phone. All that kind of stuff. All these people calling me after being away for a few days. Sorry, I'm just eating the porridge here. I'll just go back on mute until I'm done. But I am in the chat for now. Oh, Scott, are you in Flight Sim and multiplayer as well? Or are you following along in X-Plane? Alright, so where are we? We are currently in kind of eastern Germany. Just north of Nuremberg. It's Nuremberg down there. Should more this way. As you can see, we're heading up towards the border. I think we're going to be crossing. Yeah, we're going to be flying over Dusseldorf and then into the southern Netherlands. So, swinging over top of Belgium. Ooh. I do like some of the name tags that pop up. Flunky Lizard. How are we doing on fuel? Alright. Probably gonna have to switch over to single tank, single engine draw by the time we hit the channel. Doing 450 miles to go. Not Lex. Hi. How you doing? We're not flying that. We are in the Salty 747. I'm not flying the Asobo one. did not, I had a little bit of confusion when setting it up, and I haven't actually done that one yet. Just the salty. I haven't really had time recently to do a comparison between the two. So, yeah, I will do it at some point, but I haven't managed to yet. I haven't even gotten into the 787 either, so it's a little annoying. But someday, when I've got time, I'm spending too much time on the road at the moment. Mr. Flap Rings? I would have, but I wasn't paying that much attention on to how that was actually being set up, and then I didn't even know that Salty had come out with their own version of the aircraft, and got a little bit confusing for me there. And then I've been away this past week, out of country, and that. So yeah, at some point I'll probably in August, I'll sit down and I'll look at the Asobo one as well and see how that does. The problem is, and I'll have to do, let me do a check. I don't think the virtual airline has come out with a livery for that one. Let's see. Yeah, they've even pulled the livery that I'm using here. So this is the Virtual Airlines cargo version. So I guess they're redoing them for the new aircraft. So I'm just trying to keep up. It's such an in-joke going on in chat right now. I got no idea what you guys are talking about. For the livery? Yeah, probably. And probably by the time I get around to checking out the Asobo one and seeing which one I prefer, they'll have the new liveries out. They're pretty quick. Actually, did I check the right thing? Because there is a little technical issue. Let's go back and take a look. Because this is technically the passenger version with a cargo skin over it. No, they've taken that one too. That's alright. I've got it, and I'm using this one here. It's all good. .380 miles to go. to northwestern Germany here. A little bit of clouds starting to build up. Weather is still showing winds out of the southwest at Stansted. So the other one with the headwinds A330, and of course if when the Aerosoft one comes out, if it's nice, there's options for that. Yeah, Dark, I was looking at that, and my VA runs the 788 on two different routes. They run that on Fly2, which is the European leisure airline, and they also run it for Copa Sky down in Australia, New Zealand. So if I can get a few runs of that under my belt and get that going, that might become a long range option for down in Australia, New Zealand. So that could be interesting. So you got some good long range options coming up. So we'd have the A330, we'd have the 787-800, the 787-10, and the 787-10 also runs, let me pull it up. Yeah, the 787-10 runs mainline service. So that would kind of cover most of the world long haul. All these options. Triple 7 by CS with the World Airlines mod is not too shabby until, yeah, I mean, not something we would have said 2 years ago, but I'm starting to get too many airplanes to be able to keep up with them all. So I think I'm gonna start to settle into, these are my short haul, medium haul, long haul, and cargo, and then stick with them. And that's one thing I'll give Gavin, right? He pretty much sticks with the A320, and he knows the aircraft and everything. There's a lot of missing stuff on checklists and not being 100% up on the aircraft that I'm doing because I'm bouncing around so much. We're almost at Mappox, where we're going to make our turn towards Dusseldorf. It's kind of off in this direction. Bringing their A320X, yeah. And then, of course, Majestic have said they're going to bring their Q400 in now. No idea what the status of that project is. It was good. I flew the Q400 in FSX back in the day. So I was telling Kevin the other day, I was down in Washington D.C. for a few days, and I specifically booked the seat on the airplane so that if we got the chance to do the river visual into Washington, I was sitting on the correct side of the airplane, which is the left side, so I could see all the landmarks as we were flying down the Potomac. So we get to the airport, and they changed my seat to the right side of the airplane, which was really annoying. But then we didn't end up flying the river visual. We were coming in the other way. So I got a nice picture of the downtown of Washington. You can see the mall and the Capitol building and all that stuff. But then every day after that I was there, they were landing on using the river visual. I actually got footage of Southwest coming in, showing them banking and turning down the river as they came in towards the airport at Reagan International, which was kind of annoying. And then when we departed, I was sitting on the left side of the airplane, and we departed. I should look it up while I've got thing open. If it's the river visual, what is the departure? Is it the National 8? Yeah, it's the National 8 departure. So we flew back out up the Potomac, and I was sitting on the other side, so even on the departure when I came back yesterday, I still couldn't see the city side, but I did get a nice view of Arlington National Cemetery as we flew out over it, just to the over the river. So both times I didn't get to see it. Just kind of, I was hoping for it. Well, there's our turn at Mapox. Oh, got some heavy clouds out towards the channel there. Interesting. Then I leave again on Saturday morning. I'm going to be gone for 9 days. We're halfway now, 320 miles to go. Of course, that's kind of direct line distance. You're in. That took a while. You've got your third lesson tonight for ground ATC. Are you going for a VATSIM controller as well? So Dusseldorf is coming up. We're not going to get a good view since we're getting a little bit of a haze rolling in, but it's down here. Ah, excellent. You'll have to let us know when you do your test so we can all storm into the airport for you. So I guess given the cascade downwards, it's both ground and clearance delivery you're covering off. Do they do apron controllers in VATSIM? I don't think they do. Oh, okay, that would make sense, yeah. So even to get your first level, it'll be done offline. Oh, that makes sense. So I take it this is a general rating for all airports except what, Heathrow and maybe one or two others? Heathrow and Gatwick, yeah. That would make sense. Why would I control Heathrow, home of BA? Maybe you want a challenge? Alright, so there's Dusseldorf. Flying over now. There's Nick behind. Oh, it's kind of busy in the airspace today. Definitely a wall of cloud we're running into now. Let's see what it says. It says scattered cloud at 4,900 feet. This is the Western Europe cloud bank that we're running into. Have them do laps on inner. Alright, so we start to come in, getting ready for our descent. We take a look at Stansted, 10,000 foot runway, plenty of room. We don't want to run all the way to the end though, because we have to double back on our taxi. So we're going to be doing a flaps 30 approach. That'll give us a VREF of 151, so we'll enter that in. Let's pop back over to the legs page there now. And let's see, we're about a ton away from switching over on our fuel tanks. Do that in a second. Current weather out at Gatwick is going into the chat now. So as you can see at 1450, so what's that, about 40 minutes ago, 210 at 8 knots. A little bit of visibility issues, you can see. There it is saying clouds at 4,900. Winds are varying from 160 to 260. So it's not bad. It's that's Stansted, not Gatwick. Yeah, that's where we're headed. Stansted. Are you going to Gatwick? Anyway, 20... Oh, did I say Gatwick? Oh, I'm sorry. And then my mind's asleep. I'll blame jet lag, even though I was in the same time zone. Scattered clouds at 4,900 feet, 23 degrees, QNH 1019er. So I'm going to dial 1019er into the standby, just so it's there as a reminder. And we're just kind of waiting for top of descent now. No grow just before after our top of descent is out over the water of the channel, so we're about 80 miles or so from the coast. And yeah, we kind of have gone into a bit of a gray mess here. It's all good. So we're going to be landing on runway 22. Not going to need any more than a Cat 1, so 548 will set in the barrel. And we got to round up, so that'll, or 540, 550 will be our minimum. Set that there. Now we're pretty much set on our approach, except for the frequency and course and our missed approach. So this is supposed to climb straight ahead, not above 3,000 feet at 3.1 from the ILS, turn right onto radio 172 inbound to BKY, Barkway VOR. And we will set all that up. So let's pop down here. It's kind of a bit of a, not where I want to be doing that from. I don't know why I went down there. I'm going to get rid of our map now. As you can see, we're coming up to the coast. Go to our rad nav. So we're going to set the ILS for 22 right. It's going to be 110.5. That is in. We're going to set the Barkway VOR 116.25, and we want to set a heading of 172 for that. Let's see if there's any other nav aids in the area we can draw on. Not really. Not even a beacon. Alright, so that's all entered in. I'll make sure that our VORs are turned on. There's our frequency 110.5. The ISX is the identifier. So we're about half a ton away from switching our fuel tanks over. Oh, there's Kevin. Kevin, did you have a freeze or something? You ended up way behind me here. Rather quick, and I've frozen. Wow. Very annoying. And everyone's disappeared. Yay, multiplayer. So, quick question for all you guys. Is anybody looking forward to Starfield? Coming out apparently in September, although it's been delayed twice. We're not on VatSim, Lemon Wolf. We're on multiplayer. Yeah, I do like those type of games. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Starfield. It looks really, really good. Yeah, Sundays and Wednesdays are multiplayer just because it's a bit more relaxed and we don't have to worry about controllers and following the rules 100%. And it allows people that are a little bit more nervous about the controllers but want to fly along. It lets them come along and do stuff as well. So that's why I run a couple of the streams as multiplayer. Yeah, I haven't played Bethesda in a long time, but I don't know. This one's got me interested. Okay, Lemon Wolf, thanks for dropping by. Have a good day. I do like the fact that the character creation is so detailed, and then all those decisions will help drive the story as well as just what decisions you make. So I mean, as I've been seeing people say, the replayability is really, really high, and it looks really, really good too. Alright, seems everyone's popping back in. Alright, so we have some restrictions to go to. We got hard restrictions all the way down on the SID. RINS is 22 or 220. ADESI is 1800. LARPA 12. 18,000. LARPA is 12,000, and Abbott is 8,000. So we're gonna set 2200 as our first. And we're going to manage it down all the way manually, aiming for each point, which means we're going to descend at 280 knots, pretty much what we're doing now. We'll tag that in. So there's Renus there, so we've got that distance to get down to 2200. We'll see how we do. We may go down a little bit early. We got a F-15 Strike Eagle out there. So we are 0.3 tons away from switching our fuel tanks around. So probably just before we start going down on our descent, we'll do that so it's out of the way. I mean, multiplayer MMOs are fine, but I do like the story-driven stuff as well, especially when it's a good, engaging story. So, it seems like this will have it. And they're doing a good job at keeping it quiet on what's what, so. $162 miles to go. Looking good. like Dark Fury is starting to head downwards. Ah, there's the coast. So we're over the Netherlands. It's Rotterdam Airport. Schiphol is up there. And everyone is back. All four of us are still here. It's quite the shipyard there. Alright, we're gonna range back to 80 miles now. There's 20 miles out. Alright, so we're gonna set our speed at 280. We're gonna go into vertical speed mode. We'll start heading down. We want to hit Rinus at 220. There's our banana coming in. So we can adjust. There we go. Not too bad. 1,100 feet per minute. You had to deviate for CBs, really? Are you telling me your Antonov isn't watertight? Alright, so we're heading down. We're 3 nines across the board, so we're going to pop up to the overhead. We're going to turn off the overlords and the cross feeds. And we're now feeding all 4 engines off of their own tanks, as you can see there. We are good. We'll watch the descent marker there to make sure we're not high. Rather come down on level than be high. What's this weather radar you talk about? Not familiar with it. I guess it is showing something there. Is there anything out there? Interesting. Hello, Liam. We're a bit long, so we're going to go to 1,200 feet per minute. We'll just keep that on this side of the indicator. Well, I guess I'm getting something. I don't know how accurate it is. Oh, the working title one, yeah. Yeah, I can't even change mine or anything with this one. Not too bad, Liam. You joined us just as we're beginning our descent down into London. We'll make our first call at the entry point into the Star. Actually, the Yoke controls are working better since I unplugged it. I'll have to do that again. Maybe it was just plugged in too long and I was getting a little confused. We're flying into London's Stansted Airport. There's 4 of us heading in there now. Showing stuff out that way, maybe. There's some red out there. Liam, what do you mean? Alright, we're extended out a little far again. So we'll bring our rate of descent up deeper value so we can make sure that we're 2200 when we hit there. Still not very steep descent, but we want to give ourselves time so we're not rushing down too quickly. And after Rinus, our next one is at Edesi. We want flight level 180. No, this is the Boeing 747-8F freighter. We're flying cargo in this series. This is a Boeing. High again, or a little high above our descent path that we want. At Abbott, we're going to come in under that 8,000 feet. I know it's below what the restriction is, but it's hard to get down to 2,000 from, or whatever it is, 2,500 from there in that short distance. Well, this is the biggest Boeing they have, so that weather's gone. Leave it on. Oh, there's a little bit there. I'll try the train radar when we get a little bit closer down and see if that's working. So we're going to be high again. She does not like to stay on that profile. Montreal. We were in Montreal a couple weeks ago. Alright, so we're going to go to 18,000 feet for Edesi. That's our next target. towards the English coast. I guess the channel actually starts down there. We're at kind of the end of the North Sea here.
Stansted traffic, FedEx 777, 10 miles from Loughborough. We're inbound Habit, and we're going to enter the road at Habit because we're too high.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Stansted traffic, Skyways 5556 at Rinus, flight level 240, descending inbound on the Rinus 1 Alpha for the ILS, runway 22 Stansted. So we can make up that little bit of altitude difference, about 1,800 feet per minute. So we want 1,800 when we get to that point there. You want a flight from Barcelona to Montreal, Liam? Well, if you can throw it in the Discord for me to remind me, I can add it to my list of requests. That's not a problem. Not sure when I'll get to it, but can definitely add it in there. Let's see, 10 miles, 4,000 feet. I did it? I can't remember. Oh yeah, that was the Barcelona to Montreal, the race. Yeah. I remember now. Loughborough, we have a speed limit of 250 knots. Sorry, there's so many different flights. I tend to forget.
Stansted traffic, Manchester 322 Fox Super is currently overhead Rinus. We are inbound on the Rinus 2 Alpha arrival for the ILS runway 22. Stansted.
Alright, so 12,000 is our next. So we'll dial down to 12,000. Or flight level 120. Okay, no need to spam the chat, Liam. Alright, let's roll this out slightly. I don't want to be that.
Is overhead Rinus for the Rinus 1 Alpha arrival, runway 22.
Ooh. It sounds like things are getting stacked up back there. That's okay. Yeah, they're pretty close together. And we're kind of rocking and rolling here. So we don't want to go right down to Loughborough because we want to make sure we have room to slow down. So we're going to have to get back to 250 knots. We're actually going to go to 240, 250 flaps 5, it's fine. There's dark, the coast coming up. Depends how you want to play it, or if you want to play it as a game and just fly around and have fun in small airplanes. No, it's not very hard. If you want to do it the way they run the airliners and do it actually as a simulation, it's pretty detailed. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to come back a little.
Center
I'm
traffic
going
at
to start bringing
242
that
Foxtrot is currently
speed back.
4.3 miles from Edesi. We are holding Mach 0.65 and we'll be shortly going us to 250 knots for the restriction at Lapra.
GSS locked up. You're not having much luck there, are you, Scott? Yeah. I've had that happen once or twice, and I've had to use manual push. Hasn't happened for a little while, though.
Landstead traffic FedEx 777. We're 7 miles from Abbott. We're entering the habit hold at flight level 80. We'll descend further down to 3,000 feet before exiting the hold.
I think it's GSX actually has those issues. Alright, so let's speed back a little bit more. Now, does this thing do holds? Or do I gotta do it? Hold it Abbott. There we go. I guess, oh, there, it's just drawn the hold. I guess we're doing circles. Dark, are you dropping 1,000 feet per revolution? How are you doing your hold? Salt Lake City to West Valley City. I don't know West Valley City. Is it in Utah as well? No. I know execute, but are you descending 1,000 feet per revolution, or are you doing a continual descent? Okay. Speed back to 250. We are below 185. Flaps 1.
The traffic after 322 Foxtrot is going to pull a right 360. We're
Flaps
currently
5.
1.5 miles from Lapra for separation. And we're going to be starting speed 250 knots.
Well, don't forget, David, VATSIM's not a professional organization, right? It's all volunteers, so take time to get some of this stuff done. So we're coming up for 12,000 feet. Three miles out. Speed's down to 250 knots. We'll now bring her down to 8,000 feet. "13 kilometers away by car." Yeah, with 3-minute flight. Stansted area traffic, Skyways 5556 overhead, Abbott 12,000 feet, Lapra 12,000 feet, inbound Abbott will enter the hold 8,000 feet, descending to 2,000 feet before exiting at Stansted. Well, 1, David, there's no such thing as regular VATSIM service. 2, they are all volunteers and do it when they're available and have the time. And no use getting mad about it. Alright, so the BKY VOR is now active. We've got extended centerline off the runway for the ILS. And looks like we're into the clouds. Now, where is Dark currently? There's Dark Fury over there. So we're going to enter the hold. And then orbit, descending. Oh, and we're coming out of the bottom of this gray stuff here. So there's an updated forecast. Looks like it doesn't want to give me any information. Oh, there we go. No. Still the same one, so we're now out of date, but that's fine. There's Dark over there. We'll level off at 8,000 feet, and then when we hit Abbott, we'll start a 1,000 foot per minute descent, kind of following Dark Fury in around the hold. There's ISX, we're picking up the VOR, 21.8 miles out from the airport. 8,000 feet coming up. We're going to set 2,500 feet since that is the intercept altitude for the ILS. And when we leave, we will go out at 220 knots. And actually, we're going to slow down to 220 knots for Abbott. And we're below 245, so we go flaps 10. And we're below 235, so no flaps 20. Should enter the hold here. Mile out. See what it does.
Anston traffic FedEx 777 is now leaving the holding habit directly for the ILS runway 22.
And no.
Speaker 464 heavy entering hold Abbott.
There we go, we're entering the hold. I think, no, we're going right to C-124. Alright, so we're going to turn right. Skyways 5556, entering the hold at Abbott, 8,000 feet, descending down to 2,500, 1,000 foot per minute descent rate at Abbott. Thanks, Dart. Oh no, it's doing its own thing now. I'll just keep doing it this way. 056, or sorry, 085. No, I want heading. Thank you. Screwed this all up. I'll do holds that often in this thing. There we go. Alright, well,
Traffic into the pool, 32 Foxtrot Super
we'll
is
go below
currently
10,000, we'll
180
get all our
miles
lights
average. We're going
on,
to be inbound for the hold.
good wing lights,
Manual holding
logo lights.
at flight level 120.
Yeah, that was my fault. We'll just hold that descent down.
That's the traffic. FedEx 777 now established on localizers 22.
There's Nick. And then there's Kevin coming in. Five miles will make the turn to 265 degrees, which will take us out towards Abbott again, and then we'll exit the hold from there. Switch over to train radar. See if it does anything. That's our turn. It's 5,200 feet.
So traffic into the pool, 32 Foxtrot is currently 6 miles abbott. We are going to be entering the hold at flight level 120, descending 1,000 foot per leg and down to 8,000 foot. Speed 220 knots.
And there we go. So we pop down. We can do a direct.
Speedbird 464 Heavy is going to do one more circuit for separation.
I think I'm gonna turn that off. Oh, there's all the information. Yeah. go direct to there now. Skyways 5556 exiting the hold, heading direct to Charlie Foxtrot 22 for the ILS, runway 22 at Stansted. Alright, so we'll bring the speed down. It's 200 knots. There's 210, so flaps 25. Good. The airport is over there. We're going to do a little bit of a wiggle. Alright, lights are all on. Just flaps and gear at the moment. Recall is clear. The airport. Another sim freeze.
Speed level 464 heavy. We've loosened the separation. We're 5 miles behind digital flight deck, so we're going to go straight in.
And since the traffic into the fuel hit, 322 Foxtrot is currently entering the hold at about 12,000 foot, descending 8,100 per link.
I always find that as a short from that Abbott at 8,000 down to the ILS. It's too close a distance to lose almost 6,000 feet.
Stansted traffic, Phoenix 777 vacated runway 22, now taxiing stand 213 by Julia.
Ground speed 185. There's the airport. Glide slopes alive. Localizer's alive. Oh, that should be turning me. There we go. Stable. And there we are. Approach mode active, localizer capture, glide slope, arm glide slope capture. Skyways 5556 established, ILS runway 227 miles, Stansted. Glide slope. Alright, so we're going to bring our speed back to 156. That's our rough speed. Gear down. Flaps full. And there we are. Looking good. Looking offset, but we should be able to claw that back. 1,600 feet. Gear down, 3 green, flaps full, lights are on. Recall clear.
And speed of 464 heavy, established 22, 7 miles.
Thousand to go. Wandered off the other way. I have control. So bring her back onto the center line here. That's better, 500. Continue. Throttle's off. Welcome to Stansted. $60 knots. Manual brakes. And we'll get off at Lima Romeo. I think there was an airplane on the runway. I saw a tag. Didn't see the airplane. Stansted area traffic, Skyways 5556, clear runway 22 at Lima Romeo, taxiing to Apron Alpha via hotel.
Speed of 464 heavy, short final, runway 22.
Correction, taxiing via Juliet to Apron Alpha. Thanks, Sam. You woke up the bot. It's alright though. Alright, flaps up, speed brakes. Retracted, we'll get those lights off, taxi light on. Strobes off, wing and logo lights come off. Get around the corner, we'll start the APU. Scott, you still up? Making any progress? And looks like Nick's down. Oh, he's turned into a cargo lux. Wonderful. Alright, as we roll in, we'll get the APU up and running.
64 heavy is vacated.
And fuel is good.
Stands the traffic entry for the traffic is currently hold at but proceeding in direction of initial port fix. And we're going to be descending from flight level 80 to 2500.
You're taxiing out now? Excellent. So we're going to be parking at two. It's over here. So let's see if they'll give it to us. See, look, everything says, no, too small, too small, too small. That's fine. We'll ignore it. Yeah, there it is. There's an SU-57 sitting out there. Hey, Lufthansa Cargo. Is that what you're flying, Dark? Am I finally seeing you correctly? Instead of an all-white bird? Alright, let's get moving. So we're gonna head down here to parking spot. We'll go with parking spot 1 here. Oh, right, you're FedEx. Well, at least it's a livery now. Getting this thing around the corner here. There we go, right at the edge of the parking spot. Going with the outside view so I can make sure we're completely out of the way. Pull her right forward. There we go. Parking brake is on. Set up top. We've got external power available. We'll fire that on. We'll keep the APU on for the air in the back, so we'll turn on the APU bleeds. Hydraulic pumps will come off. Parking brake is set. Train radar is off. Fuel control switches will now come off.
This parking is isolated. Ground services are not available.
Oh, somebody's popped the bottle. Thanks, Scott. Alright, so that's fuel pumps off. External power, as mentioned, is connected. Window heat is off. Turn off our taxi light and our beacon light. And the engine bleeds are off as well. So here we are. We are in Stansted. There's Nick pulling in beside Dark, leaving some room for Kevin when he finally arrives. So as we do that, let's turn the tags off. Oh, it's that one. Pre-takeoff celebration. That's cool. All right, so we're back. We're streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday this week, and then I'm away again for about 10 days. We'll be back on Monday, the 24th, I believe, as we continue around our trip around the world. So thank you very much for flying to Dark, who's now turned into generic livery again. Nick and
Stance of traffic entry
Kevin.
22 Foxtrot Super established on the localizer from runway 22, currently 9 miles.
There he is coming in now. And thanks for everyone to chat, and we will all see you tomorrow for our next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.